Hi, I'm Nat from Tubby Tarot. Welcome back to another 10 Talk Tuesday. Today I'd like to ask you, are you intuitive or are you empathic? There is a difference. Hi and welcome back. So let's talk about the difference between being intuitive and being empathic. Let's take into being intuitive first. Intuitive feelings are feelings of knowing. They are feelings of, I know what's going to happen. I have a feeling that I know what you're going to say. I have a feeling that I know what you're about to do. So you are in fact doing like a prediction, okay, of what is going to happen, or you get a feeling, all right? A kind of gut feel that, oh my God, something bad is going to happen. You are intuiting that this is going to take place, all right? You can also sit in a room with a lot of people, or you can sit in a room with one person, and you can kind of know what is going to be said, or you kind of pick up on the general gist of things, and you know in your mind where this is all going to lead, where the conversation is going to go, what is going to happen. That's what intuitive people do. They have a sense of absolute knowing that something is going to either happen, or someone is going to say something, or someone is going to arrive. The knowing, the gut feel. And you know what? We all have this. We are all intuitive to a certain degree. It's something that the human being is born with. It's not something that we have to strive to learn. We can learn to expand our natural ability to be intuitive. We can learn to expand this and to grow upon it and to really focus our attention on it. And that's what so many people do. And there are many ways that you can enhance your intuition. You can study body language, you can study eye movement, you can study something called NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. They're all different things that you can study and learn that will enhance your natural intuition. But we all have this intuition. We all have something called a gut feel, and don't ever ignore it. It's the little voice in your gut, okay, that is warning you. You must never ever forget to listen to that little warning voice, or that little feeling voice, all right, or that warning feeling in your gut instinct. It's 99.9% correct, and you pick it up intuitively. So if you walk into a situation and you just feel, well, something's wrong here, your body is picking up subtle signs that your mind, your consciousness is not even aware of, but your intuition is. So if you are a more sort of feeling person, a touchy-feely kind of person who is also open to different ideas and open to emotion, all right, open to atmosphere, you will be able to use your intuition a lot more than somebody who is very closed, who is very unaware of surroundings or energies or anything like that. Okay, they would be less intuitive than what somebody who is in touch with their kind of more esoteric, more softer sort of side. Okay. Now, what about empathy? Well, empathy is very, very similar, but also very different. With empathy, you also get feelings. It's also all based on feelings, but empathy is about feeling what others feel. Also, empathy is about feeling very strongly the energies that are around you, or in the room, or the atmosphere of whatever situation you're in. So I'll give you an example. Mrs. Jones comes to me for a tarot reading, and she is feeling incredibly down. She's feeling incredibly depressed. She has just lost her husband. She needs to find closure on that. Her children have just moved overseas. She needs to deal with that. She's come to you for advice. She's come to the cards for advice. She's feeling incredibly down. As an empath, if you're empathic, you too will feel that negativity, that suppression, that cloud of sadness and sorrow that is hanging over this woman. You will actually feel it. It will bring you down. Okay, you will feel her pain and her anguish, all right, and her suffering. That is different to intuiting the fact that she is suffering. Can you get that? So if you're an empath, you will actually feel her suffering. Whereas if you're intuitive, you'll think to yourself, okay, this woman is suffering. Even if she's smiling and she's pretending everything's okay, you will intuitively know that there is something wrong with her. She is sad. As an empath, you will feel the sadness. Empaths need a lot of space. They are often people who are extremely overwhelmed by emotion. Not only their own emotion, but the emotion that they take on from situations and from other people. So they are very, very finely tuned to their environment and the atmosphere that they are in. Other problem with empaths is they do tend to take on a lot of other people's emotion, a lot of other people's sadness, and even the other people's rage. They can feel the anger and the negativity building and building and building within that person. They can actually sense it and feel it themselves. They are the kind of people that when they go away on holiday, they won't go to New York City. They will go to a lovely cabin by the lake, or they'll go in South Africa, we'll go to the Drakensberg, okay, as opposed to going to Port Elizabeth, all right, or Cape Town. These are people who need a lot of softness, okay, because they are so overwhelmed, so easily overwhelmed by emotion in the atmosphere that they need the softness, they need the solitude, they need that to regenerate their batteries, because empaths are generally constantly being drained of energy because they are taking on so much. All right, so that's the difference really between being intuitive, where you kind of know something, and being empathic, where you feel something. All right. Often, very often, the two go hand in hand. You will find that most empaths are intuitive. Okay. Not all people who are intuitive are empathic, though. All right. But generally, when it comes to empaths, they are also intuitive, because they also listen not only to the overwhelming emotion, but they listen to the gut feel. They also have that gut feel. But for them, it is so much more intense. All right. An empath is a person who will take on emotion in a very strong way, and it affects them. It can, as I say, it can affect them actually physically. So I hope that was interesting. I hope that kind of answered maybe some question that you may have had about the difference between empaths and people who are intuitive. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. As usual, comment down below. And I don't mind if you write me an essay, the person who writes essays. I love reading essays. Get down there, write me an essay. Honestly, I read everything. I love learning from you. I love listening to what you have to say. And I learn so much from you that it's just so nice to have my mind opened to other ideas as well. I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot, and I will see you on the flip side.